Turbine Guy coming back at you. Today, while I'm driving home, I was having a few thoughts, so I thought I would share them with you. And my thoughts are on the political parties, the current political parties of the United States. The Democrats have somehow morphed from being the party of the people. In Minnesota, we called them DFL, Democrat Farm Labor. It was all about the people and supporting people's rights. But the Democrats these days have morphed into large corporations supporting warmongering. We love to have foreign wars. The Democrats have really morphed away from being for the people to being for the, oligarchs, the large corporations, the super families, whatever you might want to say. Now, the interesting thing about the Republicans is although they claim to be right-wing, they have no idea how to tighten the damn purse. Spend. Everything we got no problem with spending. Bush too? We got all the prescription drug plans, so you vote for me. It's like the Republicans don't understand that fiscal responsibility is as important for the federal government as it is for local governments, state governments, or people in their homes, let alone business. So the Republicans have kind of lost their way. And what's really interesting to me is the Republicans kind of are gutless. They don't stand up for anything. There is no unity. Where the Democrats can have unity around just about any cause, and nothing any Democrat can do is really wrong. The Republicans, there is no unity. There is no party. It's this and that. You have never-Trumpers within the Republican Party when he's the Republican president. But then we actually do have other parties. Our other parties, we have things like the Green Party, which, are laudable in their goals and what they want to accomplish. The Green Party is not a bad thing. But, the Green Party is, I hate to say, it's kind of a whack job thing because they're way off to one side of the spectrum. There's no middle ground. There's nothing like that. Now we got the Veterans Party, and they're okay. I'm a veteran. I completely support the Veterans Party. Now, places like Minnesota, we had the Independent Party, and Jesse Ventura won an election. Now, he didn't win it because of the Independent Party. He won it because he's Jesse the Body. That's why. He'd been on the radio, and he had a lot of popularity. And when you looked at him on stage with the Democrat and Republican on either side, I think it was Norm Coleman and Skip Humphrey maybe. He looked to be the only reasonable person in the group. So he got a ton of votes. But that's the problem, is they try to keep the reasonable people out. This is all about keeping the reasonable people out. And so I get to who I think are the most reasonable, who are for your rights, who are for everybody's rights, who are for equality and freedom, and that's the Libertarians. These are the people that I think the Republicans kind of used to stand for, and the Democrats at one point standed for. Actually, the Republicans were founded on this. After all, Abe Lincoln was a Republican, and he freed the slaves. You sit here and look at this. The Republicans, a party of freedom. Well, it's not anymore. It's a party of taxing. It's the party of spending. So you've got to look somewhere else. Where else do you look? You look to the Libertarians. That's where you look. The Libertarians are about liberty. Libertarians, liberty. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm a Libertarian. It's not about being controlled, and it's not being about told what to do. It's about you choosing what's best for you. Well, that's a Turbine Guy rant. As the sun's going down, signing off.